Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. It's Lisa here with a week ahead reading, this time for our beautiful Cancers. Hi Cancer, I hope you're having an amazing day so far. Let's jump in and see what Spirit has in store for you guys this week. What's going on for Cancer, please, Spirit? Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. We have Knave of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Nine of Swords. Also, guys, if you do enjoy my content, can you please like, subscribe, and share for me? Thanks so much, guys. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. And finally, the Five of Cups. Okay, so this is a week where I feel like an emotional disappointment leads to some sort of breakthrough and financial gain for you. Because we do have a little bit of an up and down energy in the field, like the Five of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Cups. It's like saying to you, there is a little bit of a disappointment that I'm picking up on here that is leading to a little bit of a depression. But if you focus on the negative, you're only going to see the negative. And what they're trying to say to you is that whatever this thing is, it's breaking you out of an old cycle, an old way of thinking that was keeping you stuck, keeping you trapped, and not letting you see how you're getting your practical affairs in order and what is next with work or purpose. And now when I say work, it could also mean just looking after kids, or it could mean, being a great wife, a great partner, a great uncle, whatever it is that you do in your day-to-day life that gives you fulfillment. I definitely feel like there's some sort of progression here this week where you could be breaking through, feeling stuck in some sort of way. It leads to moving forward with your emotions confidently in a way that leads to your abundance. So definitely breakthrough energy this week. Breakdown equals breakthrough. And I will say to you, the Five of Wands is also about inner conflict. So there could be an inner conflict that you're trying to decide, what is the next step for me? How do I move forward in my life? How do I get my practical affairs in a way that is meaningful, that is long-term, that is secure, that is financially beneficial for me? And what I want to say to you is that there is this energy of making a breakthrough through a crisis point this week. And I think it's a really good, positive energy overall, but it may not feel like that from your perspective. Just please remember, if you do find yourself in that energy of feeling a little bit defeated, feeling a little bit disappointed, or overwhelmingly stuck mentally, I want to say to you, this energy is going to move quite quickly. It's not going to stay with you for weeks on end. It's just a passing energy. And the purpose of it is to help you to see some sort of opportunity that you may not have seen in the past, that's giving you the answer to all of those questions, that's helping you to see where you are stable in your life and what the practical next best step is. For those of you who are in a situationship, so a relationship that's not yet fully formed, I would say that there could be the potential for an argument with your potential lover this week. It could be that there's some sort of emotional disappointment that leads to an argument that leaves you feeling like you're backed into a corner and that there can be no progression right now. And I think that that's actually a good thing, because I think you need to put things on pause this week. I don't think this is a great week for love when it comes to making any major breakthroughs emotionally. I do feel like you know how you feel. The other person knows how they feels. There's a lot of personal, like, positive love emotions in the background happening here. It's just that this isn't the week to be focusing on that. This is the week to be focusing on getting through this internal conflict so that you can see the clarity to move forward and get your practical affairs in order, rather than focusing on relationships. So for those of you who are in a relationship, it could be that an argument leads to an agreement on how you're going to approach your finances in the future. Could be that you're having some deep discussions with your partner surrounding how you're going to get out of the situations that you're in. And it could come at a cost and a sacrifice, but worth it in the end, because it is making you financially abundant in the future. Also, if you're looking for work this week, or if you are working this week, I would say to you that this is a week where there is a lot of work on. You are going to be very busy doing the practical things. And if you're not working and you're a caretaker or you're a parent, it could be that there's a lot of work to do for your children this week, or for the people that you are actually looking after. Also, if you have kids, I am feeling like this could be a week where there could be arguments between your kids. But if there are, don't worry about it. It's normal squabbles. I don't think it's leading to anything serious. I think it's just the energy of the week. So try not to get caught up in it. I know it can be super frustrating when our children are fighting, but I think it's ultimately just them working their boundaries out with each other. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and look a little deeper. I think this is referring to this energy of the inner conflict that I was talking about before. Sometimes when we're trying to please everybody else and be the best person that we can be, sometimes we forget to look inside of ourselves for our own truth, for what we want, not necessarily what's best for everybody else. And I think that this is one of those weeks where they're saying that even though it might emotionally disappoint someone else by you choosing what's right for you, it's ultimately super important that you do so, because if you don't, you're going to get stuck in this energy of like inner conflict and turmoil of your own mental space. And I think those people who truly love us will know that there's positive energy still here. It's not going to break this person if you let them know what you want or what you need. I think it's just fear of actually letting somebody else down that holds you back. And I'm saying to you, don't let that happen this week. You've got to speak up, you've got to step up, and you've got to move forward with things, because ultimately there is some positive energy behind it. It's just where you're choosing to focus. Weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. What was I just saying about making sure that you're doing what's right for you and not what's right for everybody else? I think it's one of those weeks where you are going to be called to draw some strong boundaries, be assertive, but not aggressive, in a way that follows through with your action. So just drawing the boundary isn't enough. You've got to enforce the boundary as well. And I think that you could be tested in that way this week. So make sure that you are building yourself up and strengthening your own boundaries, so that when you do come into these situations this week, you're assertive without being aggressive. Power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. I think this is just a reminder that we're all part of the collective being here on earth that we're meant to be. And I feel like it's through the earth energy and grounding and letting go of all of this extra weight that you've been carrying of other people's issues, other people's problems. It's through the earth that you gain your positivity this week. So I think it is a call to nature. I think the universe is saying to you, you've been so busy looking after everybody else, it's now time to stop and start taking care of yourself and refreshing and refeeding yourself, so that you can actually be a power player in your life and choose things that are right for you and not right for everybody else. What else, please, Spirit? Bring love into the situation. So, as I was saying before, sometimes when we choose ourselves, it can feel to the other party like we're not really focusing on the love that we have for that person. And I'm saying to you this week, sometimes the best way to bring love into a situation is to be truthful and honest about where the boundaries are, about what the things are that you need in that love situation that are going to benefit all of you long term, rather than dancing around and skirting around your boundaries and out of fear that you might disappoint someone else. So I would say to you, bring love to yourself this week and make sure that you know that you are doing the best that you can do in relation to looking deep within yourself and finding the hidden secrets of how you truly think and feel in the world, and grounding those into being by bringing the love into the situation and choosing what's right for you when it's right for you. Because ultimately, prosperity lies ahead. What was I saying about the Nine of Pentacles? You guys are building a solid, secure future financially. And I think that you're taking the steps that you need to take in order to get there right now. So it's just a message for hope and a message of you're going into a much lighter energy, not a darker energy. Things are getting better, not worse. And finally, work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Again, this is just a validation that sometimes when we go deep inside of ourselves, we can get a little bit frightened of what we might see, because sometimes knowing something about ourselves has consequences. An example of this would be if we do a deep dive inside of ourselves, we realize that we may have promised our partner that we would really love to travel, and we know that travel is super important to our partner. But ultimately, when we look deep inside of ourselves, we know that we don't really want to travel. We were just trying to bring as much love as we could by being supportive to the other party into the situation. And the universe is saying to you, just be honest, because there's a way that you can negotiate whatever it is. Like in that particular example, you could find a way that maybe your partner could travel without you, or you could make a compromise on how far away you do travel so that both of you get what you need out of the situation. And I'm saying to you, there is a lot of positivity behind the scenes this week. It is very up and down in the energy, but in the best possible way, because you're making progress, you're getting your practical affairs in order, your emotions are coming into a place of alignment, and you are making breakthroughs in any stuck energy that you might be feeling this week. So a super exciting week ahead for you guys, very eventful, very up and down. Hope this helps. If you could let me know what's going on for you in the description, in the comments below, I'd really appreciate it. I hope you have a great week ahead, you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.